The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. He's on the move. He's got room to roam here. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On play action, here's May. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hits his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He brings it in. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try with the wideout. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. Let me just see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Got him in. It's Njoku. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Stroud now on 4th down. Cut beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage in this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Dane Jackson with the pick. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
He'll get this up to the 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Laporta with the grab. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Taken in by Shaheed. And he pushes it up to the 30 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the gun, it's May. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for May. Is finds Smith. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Dane Jackson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
That's taken on the 7. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raider football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
No one around. He's got space. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders with a 2nd and 7. Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
May now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Trying the right side. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's caught for the 1st. And in for the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Evans now to return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
The intended target there was David Njoku. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Play action with Richardson. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. First down from the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Raiders are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run in from the gun with Wright. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 25 on 2nd down. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
1st and 10 from the 41. Back-to-back carries here. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To throw, here's May. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. May now from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. Touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku, and it's going to be 2nd down. Right, running out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He lofts it deep left. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield at first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Going play action, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The Raiders blowing them out now, 34-zip. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Caught along the 5. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They run again with Wright. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Now Richardson on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on 1st down, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Catch made by Cooks. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Chased out to his right. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give inside to right. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Colts have it to start the 4th, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Richardson back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Colts ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Another run for Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They're running the option, short side. Oh, no, he hits the sideline. An ill-fortunate run, loses yards.
That play was broken badly. Things only got worse as he tried to improvise and tried to find an opening. It's probably going to be a while before they revisit that page of the playbook.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Flush down now to his left. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts take 7 points off the deficit.
Colts 7.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Shaheed now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Tackle down at the 30-yard line.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's got Shaheed. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch!
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Running behind center with Wright. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. All right, that's now his second interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
Forced out to his right. Need this to... This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
They can make the loss 1 point closer at least. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners, as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.